We had an ambulance strike yesterday. Today's the 22nd of December. And there was a very interesting item on one of the great podcasts I listen to, the newscast on BBC, where they asked reporters from different regions to explain the effects of the strike in their area. Now, two of those happened themselves to have had experience of being in hospital this year, and both echoed the experiences I've had by saying that the big problem is the beds being taken up by people needing to be discharged but unable to get care. And this is the problem across the board. One of the reporters was from Sheffield, and he said he'd been in hospital for 3 or 4 weeks. The chap in the bed next to him was 90 years old and had been in hospital since January. He needed a procedure doing apparently 2 or 3 times a day. There were no care homes and no suitably qualified people in the community who were able to do this. So he's been taking up a bed when he could have been discharged for, 9 months. Another reporter was down in Cornwall, echoed those problems. Her husband had been in hospital very ill, had been moved from pillar to post all around the hospital, beds again taken up by people perfectly well and able to be discharged with no care in the community available. And my own experience, my mother was in hospital in September this year, surrounded by people who should have been in the community. One lady opposite her had been in hospital for 12 weeks. Unfortunately, she had no family. Perfectly well, she was sitting in her normal day clothes reading every day, but no care packages available and nothing she could do. The waiting time for a space in a home was 12 to 13 weeks at that time, and for a care package in the community, 8 to 9 weeks, and all of those are already taken up by people who've been waiting perhaps longer than those already in hospital. That's why the system is broken. It's not all about pay, it's about a major change which has been ducked by every government since Tony Blair commissioned his report into long-term care probably 20 years ago or more.